Per favore, si può tenere poi silenzio laggiù e parlo dopo? Grazie.
What I was saying is we are very anxious that there should continue to be made progress in the sphere of mixed marriages. And since I have been in Rome, I have underlined the tragedy. We may see progress here.
Anne.
Could I ask if anything fruitful has been said about the position of women in the two churches? Between you and...
Well, I'm afraid I cannot answer questions as to what happened in a splendid hour and 23 minutes when we were together yesterday. This was a private conversation, and I think it would not be right to His Holiness or myself to say what we talked about there.
Any other questions?
Yes, Your Grace, could you characterize in your own words, without referring to a statement which it doesn't make much sense on tape, could you characterize the meaning, significance of this visit as you now look back on it and conceive it?
I think it is an important continuation of what was begun by Archbishop Geoffrey Fisher in 1960, when he, as it were, broke the ice and called on Pope John XXIII on Archbishop Fisher's way back from Jerusalem through Constantinople and away back to England. That was the historic beginning. This was followed, as you know, by a more official visit, rather like my own now, a more official visit on the part of my immediate predecessor, Archbishop Michael Ramsey, to the present Pope. And I was anxious to continue that series, if you can call two events a series, and to carry it one stage further. This I have done, and I am very thankful.
What happens now?
I can't give you a date for that because I don't know. The question was, when is ARCIC meeting again? The Anglican Roman Catholic International Commission.
September this year.
September this year. And I don't think I'm letting any cats out of bags when I say that they will take another look at the three statements. Eucharist, Ministry, Authority, that's shorthand, but you know the full titles. And I imagine get them into the sort of form which will make a book presentable to, for example, the Council of the Bishops or to the Lambeth Conference next year in Canterbury.
Can we say, Your Grace, that you agree mostly with what they've said already?
This morning, where he mentioned that progress in ecumenism is not possible without inner conversion, but no
interior conversion, is that right? Yes. If I understood him rightly, I'm sure that this is a right emphasis to make, if I may say so, with respect. It is only when men's hearts and minds are touched with the love of Christ that the fires really burn. One of the dangers, I think, and it may be that your question touches on this, one of the dangers is that the kind of dialogue, the results of which we've seen in the three statements, should remain among the theologians. And so you would get a gap between the theologians and the man in the pew, and an even greater gap between the theologians and the man in the street. This is a very real danger. And therefore it is of great importance that what has been done in the three statements, for example, should penetrate the churches at all levels. There is another danger, I think, and that is that there might be a gap yawning between the theologians and what you might call the hierarchies. I don't like the word hierarchy, but you know what I mean.
not always going down, I think, it's all you said.